Hello, my pretties. Welcome to Ghosts, Real Ghosts, the place to be for true haunted tales. My name is Abigail, and I lived in the town of Salem, Massachusetts, during the late 1600s. You know the time and the place when and where witches were supposed to be, cursing cows and pinching babies. Well, I've seen a lot of things over the last 4 centuries, so who better to reveal the specters, ghosts, and spirits that may or may not have walked among us? Visit for a while as we share a ghostly tale. Here we are together at the current time in a land called YouTube. This is where history meets legend, where fact meets mystery and the macabre. Yes, there are ghosts in the world, but most of them exist more in the mind or on prized pieces of paper than in the real world, our world. But there are actual ghosts, and when they are discovered, it is here where they will be revealed. Let's begin with a wee little dance in the moonlight. This tale can be found in the lovely book Kentucky Haunts. This is one of the best ghost legends ever. Anytime, any place. Imagine dancing the night away until falling over dead in the arms of your partner. Whether you attempt to grasp the viewpoint of the one dying or the person left holding the once vibrant dancer, this is a traumatic event. Events such as this define what we view as reasons to haunt this world from the afterlife. Young Park on Lincoln Avenue in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, is little more than a picnic area and a playground with some open space to fly a frisbee or toss a football on a summer's afternoon. But right up front, at the tip of your car's bumper, is a white picket fence surrounding a single grave. However, during the mid 1800s, this area was the place to be. The Harrodsburg Springs Hotel once stood at this site with the healing waters of nearby Graham Springs promising the well to do prosperous times and good health. There was ballroom dancing and live music, good food and flowing bourbon. Regardless, they were not all good times. At one of these social events, a young woman danced herself to death, and many claim her ghost still walks the grounds. Although many know the legend of the events of the night of this woman's death, her identity has remained a mystery. The woman had apparently registered at the hotel under a false name. She danced with several patrons in the hotel ballroom, and all of the men lined up for a chance to dance with her. At the end of the night, and without warning, she simply died in her last partner's arms. The staff and guests held a funeral for her, and, not knowing her identity, quickly buried her on the hotel grounds. The hotel burned down decades ago, but her grave still remains under a marker that reads Unknown. Hallowed and hushed be this place of the dead. Step softly bowhead. Local lore says her ghostly form still appears, dancing in the moonlight. I heard this account from many and read the nearly identical account in books and on websites as if all had read the same story going back 150 years or more. There was one story, however, that stood out because it had quite a bit of information. In the September 5th, 2002 edition of Mercer's Magazine, a headline boasted that the mystery had been solved. Old mystery is cleared. Identity of woman who danced self to death finally established. Or is it? The article had this to say about the mysterious dancer. When he was a boy about 10 years old, living at Tazewell, Tennessee, Joe Sewell, who was 40 years old then, told me about his wife dancing herself to death at Harrodsburg. Her maiden name was Molly Black, and she was Sewell's second wife. I think they were estranged at the time, as Sewell had a spirit of wanderlust. And at the time of her death, he was on the road with the show. A second part of that same article was from an investigator from Tennessee who had attempted to verify such claims. He was able to verify the existence of Joel Sewell from Tennessee, but could not document his second wife, Molly Black, as being the woman who died and currently haunts the park in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. As I strolled through the clean park on a warm afternoon, I, of course, saw no ghostly woman dancing in the moonlight. I did feel a certain pull toward the remnants of an old well near the grave. Night or day, stroll through this parcel of land and hum along to the tune of the 70s rock band King Harvest as they sing Dancing in the Moonlight. If it is nighttime and a lone woman comes dancing along, kick up your heels and enjoy. Just as I hope you enjoyed this ghostly tale. Thank you, and old Abigail will be back soon. Bye-bye, my pretties.